Like, man, like even the clothes we was wearing. And then I don't know why we came into this room, but it was like an accident. Or we interviewed somebody maybe in here. I forgot.
I think we interviewed Chuck.
Okay.
And we wanted the extra room. We wanted a different allure.
Yeah.
And then we kept it. Somebody, I think maybe Darren said it looked dope. So we was like, we're going to ride with it.
Right. But then we realized, that like anything else, competition comes in and they elevate it. You know what I mean? It's like somebody comes into the league, that's great. Now mad other players come, that's just as great. So it's like, all right, now you got to continue to elevate. So that's what we're in the process of doing right now, is elevating. You never want to stay stagnant. Like the set should elevate, the microphones get better, the cameras get better, the commentary gets better, everything gets better. And that's how we were raised too, is to continue to progress. You know what I mean?
We were always, I think we were blessed to not have the age of technology and things like that to be distracted by, because we were always, it was competition at all times. We were competing at something, whether it was a video game, whether it was on the court, whether it was on the field, whether it was a race. It was a competition and a bar always raised. And if someone else came around, whether that be male or female, because I remember when our cousins used to come down for Philly, and it'd be 4 girls, and we was balling and racing with them like niggas running around. We weren't playing no games. Like it was competition in here, and it's no different sitting behind these microphones and looking at people that do what you do and respecting your people in your genre and your peers and things like that, but understanding if you want to be number one, there's certain things you got to quit with. I remember in the steroid era, right? Motherfuckers tearing up home runs, McGuire busting the ball all over the place. Sammy Sosa said, "Nah, I got to keep up." Barry Bonds said, "Nah, I'm shutting all this shit down." No matter what you think, if it was legal or not, he kept up with his competition, and now he's the greatest home run hitter of all time. Right. You got to hold with your competition, man, by any means necessary. So we seeing that, not being backed by any major industry, not having anybody in our pocket telling us what to do. We sit here and run each and every operation, from the lights to the microphones to the computers to the editing. Yes, sir. We decided, hey, man, it's time to turn it up and get with the competition. We think we're number one. We always felt like we were number one. Let's start acting like we're number one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I could definitely agree with that, man. It feels good. What a feeling to be winning. To be winning, man. The Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, episode 298. Say, man, I want to do a little portion of the show, man, kind of call this confessions. I want to make a little confession. Ain't nothing crazy. This nigga. But remember when that nigga Jay was talking about that fucking chicken sandwich from Popeye? I had to go try me one of them. God damn. God, fucking Buckle and had him a goddamn that chicken sandwich. That shit was gooder than a motherfucker, bro. Oh, fuck. Yo, everything that nigga said about the sandwich, bro. The shit was gooder than a motherfucker. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I was feeling guilty eating this. I'm like, I put it down and shit. Then I picked it up. I'm like, fuck, let's do this shit out the fucking window. Yeah, because it was good as shit though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When's the last time you had fast food? All jokes aside, why'd you feel guilty? Because it's fast food. Yeah, because I try to eat as healthy as I can for the most part. I'm not the perfect one, but for me to grab, I had a great workout to go get a motherfucking 700-800, calorie fucking. I ain't really count calories like that, but I already know, like, it's not good for you. Nah. In the calorie count, like I could have substituted and got something else and been just as full and probably tasted way better. But I had to try it. I had to see what the fuss about. The bread is buttery as fuck. The chicken's good. The sauce is great. Remember when he was like, this shit just juicy. Shit is real. I got to give it to Jay, man. I'm telling you, bro, I had to do it, man. And I kind of see why a little bit the craze. Well, because maybe it's a chicken sandwich and it's good, but like once people bite it and they eat it, they get this type of reaction. So people now want to go get it. Like now you might, if you wasn't a vegan, you'd be like, shit, I fucking go get it now. If I wasn't a vegan, I definitely tried it. And I had, before I became vegan, I ain't had fast food years prior to that. And I would have still had it off the allure. Right. But you had the discipline to throw it out. And let's just get serious real quick. Because you said the shit was good in the motherfucker. I'm not sure if you blazed and anything first prior to it. Hey, I was hungry as hell. But I'm sure that shit. I left you. I was hungry as shit. Like, yeah. So, like, I already knew, like, you could have hammered that sandwich or probably another one. But why? It kind of can even attest to your life. And what we got going on right now is the discipline and the goal and what we got going on. What made you throw it out? I know what would make me throw it out. You said the guilt. But what was ultimately like, I can't eat the rest of this shit. You know what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's putting poison in. Yeah. into your body. And I understand, because it's made of grease. It's probably not real chicken. And then buttery ass bread and shit like that. But it was just pretty much that, man. Just having a awareness of what you're putting into your body as much as possible. We all slip up.
sometimes, you know, you go out, I see The Rock, sometimes he'll go on there and fucking just eat donuts, jelly donuts, like 10 pizzas. You know what I mean? Your boy The Rock.
Greedy motherfucker. Speaking of The Rock, I want to talk about The Rock real quick.
No doubt.
Because all jokes aside, The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson, he passed away, unfortunately, at the age of 75. This weekend, Wednesday, I'm sorry. The Rock finally came out and said something in regards to his father. I'll read it. It's a little lengthy, so y'all got to excuse me. Oh, God, I want to get your thoughts. He said, I love you. You broke color barriers, became a ring legend, a trailblazer, your way through this world. I was the boy sitting in the seats watching and adoring you, my hero from afar. The boy you raised to always be proud of our cultures and be proud of who and what I am. The boy you raised with the toughest of love, the intense work, the hard hand, the adoring boy who wanted to know only your best qualities, who then grew up to become a man realizing you had other deeply complicated sides that needed to be held and understood. Son to father, man to man. That's when my admiration turned to respect and my empathy turned to gratitude. Grateful that you gave me life. Grateful you gave me life's invaluable lessons. Dad, I wish I had one more shot to tell you I love you before you crossed over to the other side. But you were ripped away from me so fast without warning. Gone in an instant and no coming back. I'm in pain. But we both know it's just pain and it'll pass. Now I'll carry your mama and work ethic with me, and it's time to move on because I have a family to feed and work to accomplish. Finally, I want to rest your trailblazing soul, man. Pain-free, regret-free, satisfied and eased. You live a very full, very hard, barrier-breaking life and left it all in a ring. I love you, Dad, and I'll always be proud and grateful, son. Go rest high. The Rock.
That was great, man. I was saying, I was actually just watching, I forget what channel it was, but somebody interviewed Rocky Johnson, his father, and he was telling the story about his son playing football, and he even played like a semi-pro league or something like that, and he went to his pop and was like, you know, I played football through junior high school, you know, now I even play like a semi-pro. It ain't my thing. I want to wrestle. And he said, like, if you're going to do it, you got to take it serious. You know what I mean? So it's just a testament, you know, to see what The Rock is doing with his career, not just in wrestling, like what he's doing in movies and entrepreneurship like that. You can see that was definitely a great man and a great influence on his life, man. And, you know, I'm happy for him that they have that type of relationship. I think that sounds, great. Also, the color barrier thing, you know, with him and the WWF at the time, now it's the WWE, you know, him opening the door for all these different, his son definitely, but Ahmed Johnson's and, you know, Mark Henry's and all these other black, you know, superstars that otherwise probably may not have, you know, been able to get in so seamlessly. So, Trailblazer, and even better, a great man. That was dope. I ain't know The Rock, you know, was that articulate. That's dope. Yeah,
it was facts, man. And for somebody as a kid that I used to grow up idolizing the character The Rock, he was definitely one of the main characters. I'm like, dang, this dude's dope. You know what I'm saying? And to know Rocky Johnson, to be a kid that grew up on wrestling, my dad watched wrestling, and to know that him and Teddy Atlas were the first African-American tag team title holders in wrestling history, him going up for the world heavyweight title 3 times, to losing to the prominent white male wrestler at the time. So obviously he was to drop the belt, but the discrimination and the things he had to deal with, the values he's instilled in his son. I remember a couple months ago, we talked about The Rock a little bit in that very issue because somebody on Twitter had thrown some comments toward The Rock, but to see where he's at now and to see the height of his success, probably the top male actor in all of Hollywood, man, it's a salute. It has to be a testament to good values. And for him to leave this heartfelt testimony to his dad, that man did a good job. So rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace. Rocky Johnson. I forgot that that his father, he had a father that was in the WWF, you know what I mean?
And a grandpa.
Oh yeah, see?
Yeah, the High Chief Maivia. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, that's right. Damn. Wow.
And then I forgot all them Simones, they were all related to him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them.
Dope. But yeah, man, once again, condolences to the family of The Rock, and you know, wish you much success, The Rock. You know what I mean? Definitely in your career endeavors. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, episode 298. That's SamAnt over there. They want to call you Sam, so.
Oh God, bad. You know what? Let's talk. My bad to cut you off. Hold your thought.
You good.
We got to talk about that, man. Should I officially just turn it into Sandman? I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's riding now.
Right.
Obviously, it's Sam Anthony. My first name Sam, my middle name Anthony. You know that. You family. Right.